take care of home first. Home base where loan works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience, keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive with no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes, right in front of my building, right in front of.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, I am TA of Raw Detroit. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click on that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about landing Za'Darius Smith. Now, definitely, guys, there's been so many different names that we can talk about as far as pass rushers that the Lions can ultimately go after. We don't know who the Lions are really aiming at. We don't know who Brad Holmes has been on the phone trying to be able to get. What we do know is that Brad Holmes does not make power moves. And you know what I mean by the power moves. If you're a Detroit Lion fan, you know since Brad Holmes has been the GM of the Detroit Lions, he doesn't go out to big names. And I don't expect for him to do it this time. Normally, he goes out to guys like Isaiah Thomas on the practice squad of the Bengals. Maybe he might call up Bruce Irvin off the couch. Maybe you call up, the local janitor, you know what I'm saying, that works at your job, that, mops and cleans up the floor at your job. And he's about 6'5", 270 pounds. And Brad Holmes decides to give this guy a call and say, hey, man, we're willing to give you a couple bands if you'll come over here and be a pass rush guy for the Detroit Lions. That's just something that Brad does. You know what I'm saying? We just keeping it a hundo. We keeping it real. We keeping it a buck. This is how Brad Holmes has operated the team. He's going to be responsible with the books of the Detroit Lions. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? You got to love that he is responsible with the books, but you know that the Detroit Lions are trying to make it to the Super Bowl. Last year, the Lions got to where they got to in the NFC Championship, and nobody expected for the Lions to make it that far. Let's just keep it real. Nobody expected for the Lions to go all the way to the NFC Championship against the San Francisco 49ers and almost could have beat the 49ers. If we would have just stepped on the gas pedal a little bit more, the Lions would have went to the Super Bowl. So landing a guy like Za'Darius Smith, man, is something that the Lions definitely need. He's one of those names that he's not the biggest names out there when it comes to the Myles Garrett or Max Crosby or anything like that. But you know that this dude can flat out play. I think currently he has 4 sacks on the season so far. And I definitely think that this is a guy that can get to at least 10 sacks on the season. You need a guy that can get double-digit sacks, and Lions are in trouble if they can't get pressure, especially in the playoffs against some of the best quarterbacks that they can possibly be playing in the playoffs. Then definitely, man, you're going to end up, you know what I'm saying, you're going to end up getting your butt handed to you in the playoffs. So you got to make sure that you have everything at your disposal to be able to handle these other teams, especially if you go into a Super Bowl and you make it all the way and you got to go against Patrick Mahomes, or you got to face Lamar Jackson or whoever, CJ Stroud or whatever. You got to be prepared to be able to go after the quarterback. And with these two gentlemen right here, if the Lions was to land both of these guys, I mean, all of us would be going crazy right now. I don't know if the Lions is going to be able to land these two guys. I don't know if they're going after Myles Garrett, who has a career over 90-plus sacks, and then Za'Darius, who has 60-plus sacks in his season. Both of these guys can get the job done. We know that Myles Garrett is an alpha dog, and he is a straight-up dog. And having Myles Garrett on this team would definitely, most definitely and certainly make this Detroit Lions team really, really click and go. And he'll be the guy that'll be able to hold it down for Hutch. He'll be able to do that. Single-handedly, Myles Garrett would be able to do that. Now, Za'Darius Smith, he would be a great addition to the team as well. I would love to get either one of these guys. But we just got to see what the Lions are going to ultimately do. And you know they're going to wait to the last minute. The Lions are going to wait to the last minute on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. And then we'll find out that the Lions picked up a guy named Bob the Builder. The Lions picked up a guy off the practice squad named Bob the Builder, and he is now going to be added to the pass rush room. That's just something that we do. So, Brad Holmes going to have to really, really really, really think about this one right here. I know that you're trying to be responsible with the books, but you really, really got to think like, man, if this team has a pass rush, this team can probably possibly get to the level that it want. Because after Detroit made it to the Super Bowl, I don't want to see them just make it. I want to see them win it. I want to see the Lions win it. Hear me now. If the city of Detroit ever wins the Super Bowl, the city of Detroit will erupt because they've been waiting on this for a long time. The Lions have been waiting on a winner for a long time. Franchises in the NFL do not know what we've been through as a fan base. We've been through a lot, man. And we just want to have the players to be able to go out there and get the job done. That's all we want. We got two of the game's best safeties in Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph. We got some solid linebackers in Alexander Zaloni and Jack Campbell and the rest of these guys. But we just need to be able to get that second. We need to be able to get that front line down. We need to be able to have some pressure. Levi balling out his mind right now. Aleem McNeil looking good out there, playing well for the Lions. Josh Pascal, I saw him last week get a sack, get his first sack of the season. But that's just not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough because you have to get pressure in the NFL. And being able to walk away with a Za'Darius Smith or a Myles Garrett is something that this Lions team needs. So I'm hoping, man, that the Lions are able to make a power move and do something that Brad Holmes has never done before. And that's go after a big-name guy that's going to be able to help this team. Now, whether he's going to do it or not, we don't know. We'll find out on Tuesday probably because we haven't heard anything yet so far. And it's looking like the Lions are going to wait to the last minute before they pull the trigger on whatever guy they're going after because we don't know what guy they're actually going after. All we know is the names that's been brought up to us, Trey Hendrickson, Harold Landry, Myles Garrett, Za'Darius Smith, not only Za'Darius, Max Crosby. It's the same names. Like it's like pressing play and rewind all day long. You hear the same names over and over and over and over again. So hopefully, man, we can land Za'Darius Smith. If we can't go out to Myles Garrett, hopefully we can get Za'Darius Smith on the squad because we do need some help at the pass rushing. And we know that this guy is capable of at least getting 10 sacks. We know that Hassan Reddick, we thought that he was somebody that we can go after, but he ended up staying with the Jets. So we just got to go in a different direction now. But hopefully, man, we'll be able to get the guy that's going to be able to push us over the hump and make us really, really scary on that front line. You know, with the addition of Levi coming back and playing well, and then Aleem McNeil balling and DJ Reader doing his thing as well, the only thing we missing is a guy from the edge that can put pressure and get to the quarterback. A guy that can stop the run as well and play good against the run. That's what we need. You know, I know that the Lions like to play the run first and then put pressure on the quarterback, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, if you want to stop the run or put pressure on the quarterback. You're trying to do both things. So landing Za'Darius Smith would be good for us, and we know that at least we got somebody that can at least get to 10 sacks on the season, but getting Myles Garrett would be a power move. Getting a Max Crosby on this team would be a power move. Those are power moves. And we know that the Lions have never done anything like that before. Brad Holmes has never made a power move as far as going after a big-name guy. Normally we go after the guys that are cheap, and that's just what we do. We like to shop at the dollar store. We like to shop at the Goodwill, and we never like to go to Walmart, Target, none of the bigger name stores. We don't like to go to the Neiman Marcus, you know what I'm saying? Fifth Saks. We don't like to shop there. We like to go to the thrift store. So hopefully, man, Brad will be able to change that, but we ain't gonna know, man, until we hear something from the Detroit Lions organization on who they're gonna get. So leave it in the comment section. Who do you think the Lions gonna select? Peace.
Take care of home first. Home base where loan works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience, keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive with no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes, right in front of my building, right in front of my left. One step till I fly free, fall from the ceiling. Hit the pavement running, 9 lives, but I'm a K9. And all of my dogs got the same mind, got the same time as I do. And I knew I was different since day one. Devil riding when the night fall, God smiling when the day come. I'm A1, 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 A1 for life. Come gamble, new fight. 1 hand and 2 dice. 1 hand and 2 dice. Now roll 'em. Roll 'em. Roll 'em.